Darkness! Impossible! How is it that you found me when you were there in the light?
You reek of darkness. Even the light can't block the smell. I guess I followed the darkness right to you.
This is absurd. Then I shall make you see that your hopes are nothing but a mere illusion.
We're finally here with Zexion. Zexion has to be one of the most irrelevant organization members ever, because he was barely in Chain of Memories, the game that he was first seen in. He was barely in 358 Days. He's just irrelevant, really. And for the longest time, no one knew what his actual weapon was, because he didn't have a weapon in the original Chain of Memories and in Chain of Memories. So everyone was like, what the hell is his weapon? And you couldn't see what his weapon was because his grave was busted and caged too. But thanks to this game, we finally know that his weapon was the book. Just the book. It's called the Lexicon, I think, which sounds a lot like Lolicon. Pretty sure that's what Zexion is. But the whole gist of the fight is, his fight is like Demyx's, or I consider it to be like Demyx's, except for you don't have to drive all the time. It's just that you have to spam Donald's limit in order to survive, especially on level 1. It's pretty much essential. So I will recommend you equip as many ethers as you can and leave like 2. Actually, no, forget the potions, because if you get hit even once, you die. So there's no point. And the whole reason why I put the status as him being a pacifist, the only way you can physically hurt Zexion is when you're outside the book world. There's no other way to hit him or to inflict damage on him if you're in the book world, unless you're doing damage to its book so you can get him out of the book world. He can't do any physical harm to you outside the book world. That's why he drags you into the not in the book world, but outside of the book world. That's why he tries to drag you in. But basically, all you have to do as soon as you get into the book world, use Donald's Comet, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Comet. Use Donald's Comet, find the right book, and then just keep whacking it until, you know, it tells you can get him out. Around this many bars of health that he has, he'll start using his DM. His DM is kind of tricky, I will say. There's 3 lights. You have to go into the light where the book is at, or pretty much the blue light. People say that it switches around 13 times to represent Organization 13. I could never do that, so I just glide into the blue light because that's really all you can do. People normally quick run into it, but I can't, since I only have level 2 and you need level 3 to be able to pull off some shit like that. But to be honest, Zexion really isn't all that difficult. This is his hardest phase, since you have to dodge the DM each and every time. It's rather annoying, but I don't claim it to be Psyax annoying, you know? I actually do fight Zexion from time to time, even though you have to prepare to be able to fight him. I hate the organization members where you have to prepare in order to fight them. It's only with Vexen, Zexion, and Demyx, really. No one else you really have to prepare for. Well, as much. I mean, at some points you really don't have to, you know, you don't have to get into the blue light, because if you still have on Donald's Comet, then he'll pretty much not get hit from his attacks. But the dangerous thing about that is Zexion will once he's done with his DM, he's probably going to use one of his many annoying attacks inside the book world, the Okoyu, and you don't want that. So just be very careful when you're fighting him. That's all I can really say. Zexion, he used to be a pain in the ass for me, but he's really not all that bad. Almost died here, didn't I? Yep, almost died. Actually, this was my first attempt at fighting him too. I was actually surprised at myself. No, I didn't need to go into limit form. And that's the end of Zexion. You, sir, to this day are still irrelevant. Not irrelevant, irrelevant. Alright, next time in this little series, we're going to be taking on Lexia, so see you guys then.